The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Achraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Mbappe does really well to win the ball there. Ambitious ball here. But that has not gone well. Ferdinand. Chouameni. And it's Beckham. That has ended up in no man's land. Kvaratskhelia is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Ronaldinho. And it's Beckham. Aims beyond the defence. And he's managed to get free. Delivered with swing. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Kvaratskhelia. And he's forced to go back. That's Rijkaard. Manchester United finding their passes. Played out wide. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Maldini.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Nuno Mendes played with speed from back to front. Kvaratskhelia. He's making a real surge on the left. Kvaratskhelia gets a cross in. Romario looking for a runner, and this is Messi. There's the crossfield ball. Kvaratskhelia. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Manchester United are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Nicely weighted ball. Van Dijk pokes it out wide. And it's Ronaldinho. And he's cut it out. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, he has leathered that.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Nuno Mendes. Now he's off and running. Beckham. Looking for the run. Messi. Oh, good-looking ball. And he was alert to it. It's a pretty loose pass. Beckham is one whose deliveries we all know about. A probing pass. No luck with that dink over the top. And that is as far as they're going to go. Van Dijk. Kvaratskhelia. Chouameni. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Guardiola is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And that is a little undercooked. Now, can they get him away? Hakimi. He's looking wide.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Chouameni into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And he's there to get it away. And it's Chouameni. Shot could be on. It's a searching pass. And he's lost his man here. So much time and the shot! It's a loose ball. And he's taking... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Crosses it in. Tries to get it clear. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Please turn your attention to
so
the
they head in no further forward. The score here,
police.
still 0-0. Here we go again then. So neither side has yet broken through. Nicely shaped ball. Now it's Mohamed Salah. That's a shade optimistic. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that's really well manoeuvred. Balls over the line, and it is a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Rijkaard engages and forces him off the ball. India are looking to go forward now. And this is Romario. And a chance! There it is!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Goal!
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Could be danger. Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, easy pickings there. Chouameni looking to penetrate opposition lines. Kvaratskhelia providing an outlet on that flank. And that's the keeper's ball. And here's Mbappe.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
70,987.
That's going right the way across. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Chouameni.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Can he get it through? Van Dijk, tidy with his distribution. He's found a way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Romario showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's shifting through the gears here. Corner number 2 then. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Nice looking ball. And this is Romario. And he's going for goal! He should have put that one away.
Romario really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that. India surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And there's the shot! That looks a good cross. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Mbappe. Defending was strong and firm. One-nil as we head towards the end. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's had a shot! Mbappe! Irrepressible! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike! A truly super goal, what a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
He's gone for goal.
India couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Mbappe knocks it into space. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that will be it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Thank you for your cooperation.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And all that remains for me is... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. And already we're underway here. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
That's a cute ball. Oh, that's a key interception. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pele looking to penetrate opposition lines. And he's onside. Shapes to shoot! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Mbappe! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Up he goes! He has done it! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Alonso, good purposeful running this. Aims beyond the defence. And he shoots! And he hits the net! And that is goal number 20. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
India take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Mbappe. And smartly reclaimed. Played into space. And he cuts out the supply. Couldn't squeeze it through. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Costa Curta. Guardiola. Baresi. And it's Thuram. Now, can they get him away? And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Thuram. That's Guardiola. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Baresi. And it's Maldini. And it's Ronaldinho. Guardiola. Now Costa Curta. Thuram. 15 minutes till half-time. And back to the keeper they go. And it's Thuram. Now Costa Curta. Platini. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's made its way to him. Messi. Thuram calmly anticipates. Ronaldinho. Costa Curta. Platini has created one goal already. Searching pass he's played there. Looking for a corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, it's come loose. India looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Messi goes short. And now they can clear their lines. And now they can spring out of defence. Ronaldinho looking to add to his goal. Maldini. Now Costa Curta. And it's Michel Platini. Oh, what a mistake! He's shifting through the gears here. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Messi. And this is Romario. Now it's Ronaldinho. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And the half-time whistle goes. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
India head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. Here we go again. Platini. Guardiola is the team's great visionary. Knocks it into space. Romario was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. This looks promising. He is through here. And he's quick to snatch it back. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Can he get on the end of this? Guardiola. Pele. And it's Ronaldinho. Nice looking ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. No, it's come to nothing. De Jong is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's on it, can he get away? Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Quality ball. And that has been slung wide. Thuram deals with that comfortably. Guardiola. Baresi. Mbappe! And a chance! Goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his position...
And the shot! Guardiola. A probing pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's picked his way through. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Guardiola. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! Musiala. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ronaldinho. De Jong, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Xavi Alonso. Mbappe is onto this. Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
El dorsal 22, Xavi Alonso. El dorsal
That has been knocked clear.
serán sustituidos por el dorsal 4, el dorsal 14.
India have the chance to go the other way. And Romario! Oh, what's he giving here? India presented with a golden opportunity here. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. Sticks it away! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, look at the keeper's reaction, Peter. He felt he could have kept it out. That was so tight.
India go into the lead.
Yeah, been awarded the penalty is one thing now, but finding the net under so much pressure at this stage of affairs is another. So a big well done from me, certainly, for him keeping a cool head.
And that is expertly dealt with.
India surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now he's got space here. Now that's well seen too. And it's Neves. Tries to play it through. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ambitious ball here. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Kante cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to...
Barcelona have a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Now it's Messi. He shifted it to the flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
India can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And here's the chance to counter. He has found the way through. Shot a goal! Oh, it's fallen loose again. again. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And that will be the final act. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The great team, the people's team, that is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years. And this, of course, is the ultimate sanctuary for those who only see black and white. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Mbappe stood his ground strongly. The unmistakable Daniel van Bouten.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the t-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both inside the box and from range.
Yeah, he's got one mighty shot on him. I think it's true to say he once burst a ball while taking a free kick.
I can actually imagine that.
Donnarumma can get it clear. Camavinga. Now it's Messi. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. Can he get it through? Nice interception, well timed. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ronaldinho. And they've got a throw.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Nicely weighted ball. Tries to cross. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Maldini. And it's Van Bouten. Guardiola is always looking to break lines. To Maldini. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Camavinga.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He rises! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Pelé can see things others simply cannot. Modric. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Kane. Now it's Messi. Costa Curta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Messi.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Keeper's dealt with that. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Alexander-Arnold. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's straight offside. Now it's Kane. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Guardiola. Platini. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Mbappe. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Kane. Mbappe! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Back into the middle. And that has been clubbed away. And here's Ronaldinho. Platini! Oh, fantastic from Platini!
Well, I'm happy to admit that I didn't really see that coming, but I'm very glad it did, and you can only eulogise about such excellence. The finish was imperious, the player immense.
You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
India have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
He's found a way through. And he's there to make the challenge. Corinthians with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Punched away. Quality ball. Now it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Vardiol gets over and intercepts. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
India have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 5.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Guardiola. That's an imaginative pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They get a throw in. Platini, Costa Curta, goes for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Messi. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Van Bouten. Chance here to counter. Looking for the run.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Chance, surely! He's going for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Hazard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. India are looking to go forward now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, sweet feet. And this is Messi. Real. There's the shot! Oh, he's in for the pieces! No mistake! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. That's very neat. And the shot! Goal! Corinthians! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Messi. Great ball, and the shot! Off the post! Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Messi at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So all square and not for the first. Tries a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Big chance! Oh, the ball's run, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Ronaldinho. Camavinga. Fernandes. Corinthians looking to pass their way through, and it's Camavinga. And it's Kane. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, there's no doubt that...
Chance for a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Now it's Kane. Kane charging forward, the ball at his feet. Fernandes. And it's been given away. Oh, shooting chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Corinthians have their third corner. Ronaldinho attempts a clearance. India have the chance to go the other way. And it's lofted through here. And he's only too happy to take that back. He's having a go! It's anyone's ball now. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe. Now then, the ball's come loose. He's found a way past. Now the cross. Adams can get it clear.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Corinthians can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Now, this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. Cleared without hesitation. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Knocks it into space. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And it's Messi. Taken back almost a great chance! Maldini getting this one clear. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. There's the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, that's it for tonight's match.